It's just constant wave action, day in, day out. We've been here this long because we had a lot of land to give up, but now we're to the point we can't give up anymore.
We have been losing land on Tangier Island. Since 1850, we've actually lost 66% of the island. We've also projected out into the future to see, given the current trends, what do we think will happen as we move forward in the future. Within 50 years, we find that the town of Tangier may be uninhabitable.
If we get a severe storm, hurricane, we're going to be in a heap of trouble. We're going to lose good parts of the island and parts of our harbor.
They have a special and unique culture there that they definitely feel would be lost if they were moved to any mainland area.
Living on Tangier, you know everybody. You know their pets, you know, maybe sometimes you might know a little too much about people, but I don't want to lose that. First and foremost, we're a crabbing community, a fishing community. That's who we are. We're not a tropical island or paradise, we're a fishing community in the Chesapeake Bay, and we're proud of that. It's all about the seafood, crabs, fish, oysters, clams. That's what keeps the ball rolling out here. And it's ironic, the Chesapeake Bay has provided a living for the watermen out here for years, and now it's the Chesapeake Bay that's threatening to take it away.
This is occurring for a combination of reasons. We have land subsidence, where the land is sinking. We have sea level rise, where the water is rising. And then we have an open Chesapeake Bay environment that is eroding the shoreline.
Some folks have said, well, if you get the protection you need from the erosion and the sea level is rising, what are you going to do about that?
There has been a lot of talk about whether we could build a seawall all the way around Tangier. The difficulty comes in there in that we have to justify all of our projects with a cost-benefit analysis. And when you talk about a flood wall, particularly around large portions of the island, it gets very expensive.
I've heard 10 million, I've heard 15, 20, 25 million. Watermen out here, they're pretty self-reliant and don't really ask for a lot of help. But this erosion problem is something bigger than we can handle on our own, so we do need help. Right now, Tangier is very savable.
If we want to have a long-term solution for Tangier, we really have to worry not just about the shoreline, but about raising the island up, because that sea level will continue to rise. There are many portions of the island that are less than 3 feet in elevation. So you would have to be worried. You don't want to build a bathtub. You don't want to build something that protects the outside and then you have water that could gather in the inside in a storm event and as groundwater rises. It would take a really significant effort to really get the island to a place that it's sustainable in the very long term. At some point, if you just cannot stay on the island, you have to find somewhere else to go. At that point, it would be really just a Mother Nature forced relocation. That would be something, I think, as a community that they would have to think about.
Most folks like myself, we're gonna stick it out here. We've been out here, you know, for a couple hundred years or so, and if we can get the protection that we need, we'll be here for quite a bit longer. When I talk about saving Tangier, I'm not just talking about saving a piece of land. I'm talking about saving the people, our way of life, our culture. Not many places like this exist anymore. I tell the citizens, don't lose hope and try to stay encouraged, and I think we'll get that help in time.